Okay, so this video is going to be a little bit different than some of my other ones, but I am just so in love with this TV show that I want to share some stuff from it. It is Seeping with Wisdom. So let's get right on into it. We could dive into archetypes, we could talk about magic, but the predominant theme throughout the show is the idea or the topic of gods and goddesses. Now, gods are not only our godlike figures from religions, they are really anything that we worship or that we give value to can be a god. So in the show, there are old gods and there are new gods. Now the new gods, they are animations of things like money and technology, corporations, media. These seduce us in various ways. We give much value to them in our day-to-day lives, and by giving them value, we give them power to control and influence our days. Now the old gods vary widely. I mean, we have gods that sprung up, that were created, that were birthed, that were before Christianity. Gods that controlled nature and brought us luck, or even played trickster roles. There are old gods that are derived from religious figures, like the Jesuses and the Moseses and the Hindu gods that you can see in the show. There are even gods that we worship totally differently because we have created a holiday around them, like Easter and Christmas. They're originally a different god. Some even, like Easter, was a pagan god that people worshipped, and it has changed over time with Easter. By believing something has value, we give power to it in our lives. We animate its force, quite literally bringing it to life. Thinking of gods this way can make you question which came first, the gods or people believing in the gods. I mean, but we're not going to get into that in this video. It's all quite ironic though, because in modern society, well, in America, we don't really believe in magic. We tend to believe in rationality and hard-proven science, and we perceive those as far on the other side of the spectrum than magic. But the power we give to modern things like money and technology and media, don't they in a way work their own magic? I mean, the definition of magic from Google is the power of apparently influencing the course of events by using mysterious and supernatural forces. There's definitely magic in our modern things we worship. Like media, it has a way of transforming our lives. It has a way of changing and interfering with the course of events in our lives. So magic does exist, even if at first we don't see the mysterious forces at play. I believe this show is relevant today because the war in the show of the old gods and the new gods is kind of like the war on meaning. The old gods provided meaning in our everyday lives, or in the everyday lives of the people in the show. And the new gods, they just merely distract. At least that's what Mr. Wednesday said. And he's pretty old and wise. So in this war, I don't really think the point is who's gonna win. We could cheer on the old gods and be like, yeah, they're fighting for something worthy. Or we could side with the new gods and be like, but the times are changing and there's so many benefits from this. But the point isn't who's winning. The point is to come together and to see, to understand that everybody wants meaning. Everybody wants to be relevant in their lives in the world. And we have to start having the discussion on how each of our own gods and goddesses, how they can become allies. Because we really are all in this together. So now let's get right down into the 5 lessons I've learned from American Gods. The first one is a quote from Mr. Wednesday, and he says, "The world is either crazy or you are. They're both solid options. Take your pick." Love this. It teaches you something so essential. I mean, with any belief, you are going to be able to find solid options for it. So you might as well choose a belief that sustains and assists you on your journey. Okay guys, lesson 2. It is also a quote by Mr. Wednesday, and it is, "There are bigger sacrifices one may be asked to make than going a little mad." Yes! I mean, so when we are going mad, we are literally breaking down. Our grounding beliefs are breaking down. They're breaking apart. We're like, whoa, I thought the world was this way. It is not that way. And we start losing it. We have no control. But there are bigger things than just us being able to keep our cool, to keep our control, to keep our set of beliefs. I mean, the world does not revolve around us. The world does not revolve around you and your perceived madness. I mean, there's bigger things than just us. So, awesome lesson. Has no meaning unless, okay, bunny rabbit, stop it. Quit eating everything. Hey. Okay, sorry about that. So, lesson 3. Your life does not have meaning unless you believe it has meaning. Now, we can see this in the show with Laura Moon's life, Shadow's wife. It goes into discussing how she told the story of how she grew up reading scriptures and going to church, and she didn't believe in any of it. And then you can see that she didn't really even believe in love, because she found no contentment, no satisfaction in her relationship with Shadow when she was alive. So, really, if you believe your life has no meaning, then it doesn't have meaning. And if you believe your life has meaning, then you'll find the meaning. Your life will be meaningful. Lesson number 4. The terrible things that happen in our lives are not necessarily bad. Now, what do I mean by this? In modern culture in America, we tend to want to eradicate all negative beliefs or just negativity and bad things in our life. Like, everything that is bad is not supposed to be. But I believe this kind of puts us in denial, because we can't eradicate all bad things. And who in the hell is saying it is bad? Who's the deciding factor? Oftentimes, through terrible things, terrible situations, events, circumstances, we find meaning. So, instead of trying to fix things, we should kind of just move through them. And you can see throughout the show that Shadow's very good at that. He just is taking things as they come. And he's not trying to run away from these bad people or this bad situation. Okay guys, lesson number 5 is you are what you worship. Yep, exactly. This is a big one, guys. I mean, this one's huge throughout the show. So anything that you believe is valuable, that you believe is true, defines how you see yourself and how you see the world. And this determines how your life is, how good it is, how sucky it is. Okay guys, so that's a wrap. Hope you liked these five lessons I've learned from American Gods. I am going to leave you with a question. What do you want to give power to in your life? And what would shift if you believed it was powerful? Okay guys, I really hope you liked this information. I hope you're sticking with me in the learning process, because this is only my 3rd video, guys, and I am super excited to do more. So please like this if you like it, and subscribe. I believe it's in one of these corners. And be looking for more videos. And I hope you like, comment, let me know what you're feeling, what you think about my interpretations. Yeah. Okay. Bye.